That's right, a lot of headwinds. Polling places are closing in the Georgia Senate runoff, and voters across the state are getting the last word on the balance of power in the U.S. Senate. We have a key race alert right now for you, and right now it is too early to call the U.S. Senate runoff between Democratic incumbent Senator Raphael Warnock and Republican challenger and football star Herschel Walker. We hope to know more soon once the first official votes are reported in Georgia. Remember, this is what is at stake here. Democrats have won 50 U.S. Senate seats so far. They have locked up control of the chamber with the tie-breaking vote of Vice President Kamala Harris. Republicans have won 49 seats so far. The outcome of this election, this Georgia runoff, will determine if Democrats have an outright majority or if the Senate remains evenly divided 50-50. I have a key race alert for you now. With roughly 11% of the vote in, incumbent Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock has taken the lead with 63.7% of the vote. Herschel Walker, the Republican, has 36.3% of the vote. Warnock right now with more than a 100,000 vote lead, but it is early, and right now they are counting the votes cast early, which disproportionately tend to favor Democrats. So this is not necessarily indicative of anything in terms of the final result. I have a key race alert for you now. With about 31% of the vote in, incumbent Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock is ahead in the race for the Senate. 62.9%. More votes are still coming in. 62.9% to Republican Herschel Walker's 37.1%. Raphael Warnock right now in this early vote that is expected to be overwhelmingly Democrat. 276,000, almost 277,000 votes ahead of Herschel Walker. And we have a key race alert for you now. With 31% of the vote in, incumbent Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock currently leads with 55.7% of the vote, ahead of Republican Herschel Walker, who has 44.3% of the vote. Raphael Warnock currently ahead with 122,265 more votes than Herschel Walker, but most of the vote is outstanding, so this is just an early result, not necessarily indicative of where we're going to end up. I have a key race alert for you now. With 42% of the estimated vote in, incumbent Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock currently leads with 55.3% of the vote over Republican Herschel Walker with 44.7% of the vote. Warnock ahead roughly 155,000 votes as of now, but still more than half of the vote has yet to come in. Let's remember what this is all about, the balance of power in the U.S. Senate. Democrats currently have 50 seats, including one pickup that was in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Republicans have 49 seats. One seat remains outstanding. That is this seat in Georgia, which will determine the balance of power. We have a key race alert for you now, and with 54% of the estimated vote in, look how tight it is getting. Incumbent Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock with 51.2% of the vote over Herschel Walker, the Republican, with 48.8% of the vote. It is about a three-point race. Raphael Warnock, the senator, incumbent Democratic senator, is only ahead by 43,000 plus votes right now. Look at this key race alert. With 59% of the estimated vote in, it is a 0.2% race. 0.2%. Raphael Warnock with, now it's only a 4,600 vote lead over Republican Herschel Walker. Warnock with 50.1% of the vote. Walker with 49.9% of the vote. As more votes come in on the vote right now, because with 61% of the vote in, Herschel Walker has taken the lead. He's up by 0.8 percentage points, 18,721 votes. Republican Herschel Walker in the lead right now, 50.4% of the vote, with Democratic incumbent Senator Raphael Warnock with 49.6% of the vote. And now Walker is up 20,000 votes, and it is a one-point race. And the key race alert, Raphael Warnock, the Democratic incumbent senator, has pulled ahead with 72% of the vote in. Senator Warnock has 50.4% of the vote. Herschel Walker, the Republican, with 49.6% of the vote. That is a lead for Warnock of 0.8% of the vote, roughly 19,000 votes. A reminder here that this is all about the balance of power in the U.S. Senate. Democrats currently have 50 U.S. Senate seats, including a pickup from the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Republicans have 49 seats. They are hoping to win this one last remaining seat in Georgia, needed to control 51. A key race alert now. Look at the vote right now. 78% of the estimated vote in, and Republican Herschel Walker has taken the lead once again with 50.2% of the vote over Democratic incumbent Senator Raphael Warnock, who has 49.8% of the vote. Herschel Walker with a 0.4% of the vote lead, leading by roughly 8,200 votes right now. And I have a key race alert for you right now. With 82% of the estimated vote in, Democratic incumbent Senator Raphael Warnock maintains a lead over Republican Herschel Walker. Warnock with 50.4% of the vote. Walker with 49.6% of the vote. That is a lead of roughly 0.8% or 19,000 votes. And we have a key race alert for you right now. The latest from the Senate runoff in Georgia, with 88% of the estimated vote in. Incumbent Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock is up with 50.1% of the vote, trailing just barely behind him with 49.9%, just 0.2 percentage points behind him, Republican Herschel Walker. That is a lead right now of Warnock of 9,026 votes. Now, why does this race matter? Let's talk about the overall balance of power in the U.S. Senate. Democrats currently hold 50 Senate seats, including one they picked up in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Republicans have 49. They are hoping to get this one last remaining Senate seat so as to have the balance of power be 50-50. And I have a key race alert for you right now. If you look on the big board, with 91% of the vote in, Raphael Warnock, the incumbent Democratic senator, has taken the lead once more in this seesaw of a night. Warnock with 50.2% of the vote. Republican Herschel Walker has 49.8% of the vote. He trails by 0.4%. Right now, Raphael Warnock is 14,362 votes ahead, with 93% of the estimated vote in.
Excellent.
That's right. We can now make a projection in the final Senate election of the 2022 midterm elections. CNN projects the Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock will win re-election in the Georgia Senate runoff, defeating Republican challenger Herschel Walker. Warnock, who joined the Senate after a special election victory 2 years ago, is now poised to serve his first full 6-year term. Again, CNN is projecting Senator Raphael Warnock will be reelected in the state of Georgia, a critical win for Democrats. This is what it means for the balance of power in the Senate. Democrats now have an outright majority of 51 Senate seats. This strengthens their control of the chamber. Republicans have 49 Senate seats. That's one less, one fewer than they have now.